Well, here we are live. And I'm sad to, find the news about Jerry Lee Lewis passing away. He was a force of nature. He's probably the only guy in rock and roll that had a bigger ego than I do. And he really, what can I say? You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much loving drives a man insane. You broke my will, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I left the love and I thought it was funny. You came along and wooed me, honey. I changed my mind, this looks fine. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Kiss me, baby. Woo, looks good. Hold me, baby. I'm gonna let my love should. So fine, oh my, I gotta tell you all that you're mine. What could I tell you, man? He had, he was a real hellraiser. Chuck Berry and Jerry Lee Lewis were the two real hellraisers in rock and roll. And Gene Vincent, Link Ray, Mickey Baker, the Moon Glows, the Crows, the Five Keys, the Jive Five, all those guys, they were the real hellraisers in rock and roll. Listen to that Jerry Lee Lewis album, Live at the Star Club. It's like fucking Motorhead before there was Motorhead. I bet you Lemmy saw them because he would have been about 18 or 19 back then. And I love the part in the song, the first part of Money, where the drummer just loses it and the whole beat turns around and the band completely falls apart. And then Jerry Lee Lewis is just singing on the one and everybody comes back in. They probably all, I know they had some good pills over there in Germany back then. So, something like that. And Jerry Lee Lewis, he really embodies the whole dichotomy in rock and roll where we're channeling the spirit of evil, the evil impulses, the brutal primordial fucking impulses, and we're just letting them rip. And he also was a great country artist, and I don't know, what can you say? There ain't gonna be nobody else like him. And Chuck Berry and Jerry Lee Lewis, the two wildest motherfuckers in rock and roll. I just play music, and go do my other shit, but like, I could never, channel the fucking powers of hell like Jerry Lewis. He had Bible in one hand while he was raising hell. The dichotomy of rock and roll, right? And the other loss is Robert Gordon. And all right, Jerry Lee Lewis was punk rock, okay, before it was punk rock, but rock and roll kind of, the real rock and roll after about 1967, it turned into like, the hippie music, head music, prog rock, all that shit. And when I first got into Robert Gordon, it was like that rockabilly / punk mixture. They They were rockabilly and they were punk. And when I went to see Robert Gordon, he had Chris Spedding, and he had Tony Garnier and Howie Wyeth. And I'm proud to say I played in Barbecue Bob and the Spare Ribs and Joey Miserable and the Worms with Howie Wyeth. If you look down at that Worms album, that's when Milo Z just joined, but Howie is the drummer on the first Worms record for all but one song. So I'm proud to say I had Robert Gordon's drummer playing with me, and Chris Spedding just phenomenal. I mean, even just the stuff he did, like he would let it out, and boom, it would come out and he'd pull right back in. He was stealing chickens, man. Best chicken thief in rock and roll, Chris Spedding. He's fantastic, and I always wanted to work with Robert. When he did call me, he could only. I knew that Billy Thompson was getting $350 a night, and then Robert Gordon was only offering me $50 a night. Now I can't even get paid fucking $50 a night. Fuck you, capitalism. Eat a hippopotamus dick. All right, I love everybody. Take care.